everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It was a Tuesday morning like any other across the United States. Coffee pots hissed to life, parents herded sleepy children out the door, living rooms buzzed with the familiar hum of Live with Kelly and Ryan, a show that has long served as America's cheerful morning soundtrack. Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest, typically the picture of breezy banter, chatted about wardrobe mishaps, light marital tease-in, and the day's celebrity lineup. Everything felt predictably warm, easy, and familiar, until it didn't. There was no dramatic music, no build-up, no tease before commercial break, just a tiny pause, one beat of silence after a joke when Kelly's famously radiant smile dimmed, revealing something fragile beneath the surface. In real time, millions of viewers felt it. Something was different. Something was heavier. Something was real. And for the next few minutes, Kelly Ripa, America's queen of morning sunshine, opened a door she rarely unlocks on live television. She spoke not as a seasoned host or celebrity, but as a mother, daughter, and human being wrestling with a private heartbreak she could no longer gloss over with a rehearsed quip. Households across the country went still. The studio audience fell silent. Coffee mugs were set down mid-sip. America wasn't shocked by scandal. It was shocked by sincerity. The confession, a moment of unfiltered humanity. Kelly didn't offer dramatic details, she didn't name names, she didn't point fingers. Instead, she spoke in the language of real pain, the kind so many families experience quietly, behind closed doors. Her voice softened as she shared, "It's been a challenging season for our family. You raise your children with all the love in the world, and then you have to watch them find their own path, even when it's painful. There are things you can't fix as a parent, and that's a heartbreak that never fully leaves you." This wasn't gossip. It wasn't sensationalism. It was an emotional weather report, an honest acknowledgement of internal storms without exposing anyone else's privacy. And that nuance mattered. Because in that moment, every parent who has sat awake worrying about an adult child felt seen. Every person who has endured family strain or a quiet rift felt understood. Kelly didn't tell her whole story, but she spoke to countless untold ones across the country. 2. Ryan Seacrest's role, the empathetic anchor. What made the moment even more powerful was Ryan Seacrest's response. His usual job is to keep the show light and moving, but this time he didn't pivot away. He leaned in. He listened. He became, for a moment, less a co-host and more a friend holding space. Instead of trying to lift the mood, he validated it with gentle phrases like, "That's really tough. We're all sending your family so much love." His quiet presence told viewers that this was a safe moment, not a TV gimmick. It was emotional CPR, steady, calm, and supportive. His demeanor gave Kelly permission to be vulnerable and gave viewers permission to feel. 3. The studio audience, a mirror of the nation. Usually, the live studio audience is a lively, laughing, energetic crowd. But as Kelly spoke, the room shifted. You could practically feel the collective heartbeat slow. No one reached for their phone, no one whispered, no one fidgeted. They listened. Their silence wasn't awkward. It was reverent. In those few minutes, the audience wasn't watching a celebrity. They were witnessing a fellow human being remove her armor. And strangely, that made viewers at home drop their own. The distance between the star on the stage and the people in the seats evaporated. Why this moment resonated nationwide. The phrase "USA in shock" feels dramatic, but the reaction was real. Social media exploded, not with memes, but with empathy. People weren't reacting to gossip. They were reacting to courage. So why did this moment cut so deeply? 1. It shattered the perfect family illusion. For decades, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been a Hollywood fairy tale couple. Gorgeous, successful, deeply in love, raising 3 seemingly perfect children. Their brand, intentionally or not, has always exuded stability. Kelly's honesty reminded America that no family, not even the picture-perfect one on Instagram, exists without cracks. That truth comforted people. It relieved them. It made their own messy realities feel less like failures and more like universal experience. 2. America is starving for authenticity. In a world of curated feeds and photoshopped perfection, authenticity feels like oxygen. Viewers today can spot a fake emotional moment instantly, and this wasn't one. Kelly's vulnerability was a deposit into the bank of public trust. It deepened the relationship she has with viewers, transforming it from passive fanhood to genuine connection. People don't just watch Kelly Ripa, they feel her. And now they feel closer to her than ever. 3. Family pain is the most universal language. Whether the struggle is mental health, distance, conflict, loss, or simply growing pains, every family battles something hidden behind holiday photos. Kelly's words became a blank canvas. Parents saw their children in her story. Children saw their parents. Anyone navigating complicated family dynamics felt suddenly understood. Her honesty didn't divide the audience, it united them. VI, the price of privacy. Living painfully in the spotlight. One of the most compelling layers of Kelly's reveal was the tension between privacy and honesty. Kelly has built a career on sharing pieces of her life, but always with boundaries that protect her family. This moment walked the tightrope with remarkable care. She didn't disclose her children's stories. She didn't reveal anyone's struggles but her own. She talked about her heartbreak, her experience, her internal landscape, with respect and restraint. And that alone took courage. Because celebrities are criticized as much for oversharing as they are for staying silent. Kelly chose a rare middle ground, telling her truth without giving away anyone else's. VI, a nation that held its breath together. For a few minutes that Tuesday morning, the U.S. stopped scrolling, paused stirring their coffee, and leaned in, not out of voyeurism, but out of recognition. Kelly Ripa didn't just reveal a private family pain. She revealed her humanity. And in doing so, she reminded millions of viewers of their own. This wasn't a talk show moment. It was a cultural moment. One that tapped into America's craving for honesty, connection, and shared experience. Because at the end of the day, beneath fame, success, and spotlight, Kelly Ripa is just a person trying to navigate the hardest job in the world, being part of a family. And on that Tuesday morning, America felt right there with her.